Shalom Akim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kwakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of greatness to do well, and the Akim out there in the highways and byways, throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching the words of the Lord Ba'ashem Shai in sincerity and truth and diligence of mind. This is Brother Nash DC Camp. Yeah, another short lesson. Yeah, this is our coronavirus episode, man. It's not something to play around with, man. You gotta take it seriously according to the Holy Scriptures. It's all part of prophecy. So, as you see these events as they unfold before your eyes, you see how flawed Esau's political system is, man. Right? His financial system, his educational system, his medical system, his whole system is flawed to a T, because his system is not based on the word of the Lord, the Abashim Shai. It's based on falsehoods, all right? And that's the reason why you've seen all these cracks, all right? You've seen all these cracks in the system. It's leaking profusely. It's like bleeding, you can't stop the bleeding, And that's how it's gonna be, man. A lot of folks, they've totally lost faith in the American system. They've lost faith in the government, and this is just a good example, from Lord Abba Shima Shai to reveal the evil nature of Esau, all right, how callous he is towards the people, and the reason why our own people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, need to trust in the Lord Abba Shima Shai, because they've drunken of that cup of captivity, and they don't see any hope at the end of the tunnel, but only for their elect's sake. This calamity will be shut down, but it's going to have a lot of casualties, man, so you shouldn't worry, how long the situation is going to last, whether it's 4 months, 6 months, that's not really relevant, okay? But for the elect's sake, it's going to be cut short, it's still going to have other things take place. You're going to have a martial law, there's going to have the violence on the streets, you're going to have a total collapse of the stock market, you're going to have the RFID microchip, you're going to also have World War III going on. So this is just an appetizer right now, because a lot of folks don't really understand what's going on. Folks just think that by stocking up toilet paper and hand sanitizers and food, that will solve the problem. It's not going to solve the problem. All right. So it's beautiful to see this prophecies come to pass, man. It just lets you, see how, uneven, how unbalanced Esau's society is. His total control on the system, on people's lives, is so unbearable. People are just upset. They're miserable. Little children can't even get the proper nutrition. The whole planet is polluted because of Esau, and he can't deny it. So he would like to hide behind all his so-called sustainability idea. Agenda 21, Planet 2030 and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, they're just jealous of the Israelites, just of the Israelites and what the Lord there by Shema Shai has in store for them. All right. So I'm going to get this quick precept. It's going to be from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12. I'm going to read from verse 21 to 23. All right, because our people need to learn how to detach themselves from this system spiritually. Okay, so this is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have heard in the land of Israel? Our people, all right, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth. All right, so they make mockery of the man of the Lord, preaching this gospel that the Lord there by Shema Shai is going to shake this kingdom. It's going to shake the people's confidence. People will be crying and yelling to the officials for assistance. playing games and turning the blind eye to the people's cares and worries. So the pride of this people is going to cause this land to go into a freaking tailspin, man. Ignorance, wickedness, and greed, you know, and lack of compassion. But hey, that's the spirit of the Lord that Bashima Shai has sown in Babylon, okay? And then he says, tell them therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, Bashima Shai Bashima Kakadash, I will make this proverb to cease. So all those jokes, all those proverbs and bywords like to, direct towards the men of the Lord, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, saying that we're reading out of a man-made book. It's not real. It's not gonna happen in our lifetime and all that stuff. Hey, now they're seeing it. Now they're eating crow. All right. So it's beautiful to see that the Lord by Shema Shah is letting this His word come to pass. A lot of folks are pissed off that the Lord is judging the earth. But hey, they're allowed to rejoicing. You just have to understand. You don't have to be stocking up on bulk, supplies and all that stuff. Just get what you need, for the day or for the week. And that's about it. You don't have time to be waiting in line, just wasting time, you know, looking at people's miserable demeanor. All right. So Lord says, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. All right. And that's what you're going to see. A lot of folks are going to be shaken to their core. All right. All this Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. I got more you're a bum and all that stuff. You're going to see them, man. You're going to see how the Lord by Shema Shah will humble them, And that's what it boils down to. All that pride that they had, used to stop their ears at the words of the Lord and leave all kind of ridiculous comments on the board. The Lord by Shema Shah is making them, regret, and that regret is going to increase steadily, And then another precept is going to be from the book of Ecclesiastes. All right. So all that Mr. Independent, get money while you can, all that stuff is not going to last. It's only going to be a vapor. Your faith in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is what is going to carry you through. All right, so please read it real quick and I get some more precepts.
The CDC recommends that people stay home. They stay home if they might be infected. They stay home if they're quarantined. They stay home to stay out of harm's way. And unfortunately, as you said already, about a quarter of U.S. workers don't have paid sick days, don't have the ability to stay home when they're sick, or they need to stay home if they're quarantined, or they need to take care of another family member. So that is an important gap we need to absolutely fill with policy. And
that's what the CDC is not even, willing to talk about. That whole economic system, the whole financial system is a fraud. It is corrupt. It is not sustainable, and it's not suitable for the life of a human on the face of that, even not any living creature. Esau's economic system is terrible and has been a nuisance to the whole earth. And that's why the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is coming to destroy it. All right? So you should be bold to claim what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah has said and stand on it.
Luckily, policymakers can do something about it. What makes this even worse is that low-wage workers are far less likely to have paid sick days, and they're far less likely to be able to work from home. And when we think about the service sector, that's going to get particularly hit by this, not only because they're out in the public, but...
the funny thing is that, they're talking about all these low-wage workers. Folks don't understand that these so-called high-wage workers depend on these low-wage workers. That everybody is freaking connected. Let the custodian not show up to work and pick up the trash, or the taxi cab driver not show up, or the mechanic not show up, or the person stocking the food in the grocery stores not show up, then you understand, the value of people. And that's the beauty of the Lord's wisdom. He shows you how folks of little to no worth in this society, how valuable they are by what they do. So that's one reason why I can gotta glorify the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai in your daily endeavors. You shouldn't be worrying about how much money you make an hour. You should be praising the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai for giving you this knowledge and helping you see what's coming in the future, so that you're able to hide yourself under his wings and that you have salvation. And that's what it boils down to. You're in captivity. Most has already set a ceiling of how high you're going to go in this society. So you shouldn't be, losing sleep, of trying to make your life more excellent. The only excellence you should be striving for is in the words of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. And this book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, I'm going to read from verse 3 to verse 4 because it pisses me off, man, to see people focus on money. I understand, money is defense. It helps, but it comes a time when you have to lay that thought aside and focus on what's more important, what's more solid, that will last you a lifetime. And that's the word of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. That's the promise that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and for the whole nation of Israel, to be a nation of kings and priests. That's all it is. All right. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. I'm going to read verses 3, and I'm going to read verse 4. It says, "In that day, all right, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves." That's exactly what we're seeing. Okay, all these people losing the profits they've gained over these years. Okay, people are worried about their stocks and bonds and options and 401ks and derivatives and all that stuff. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grandest cease, because they are few. So unemployment is going to go up. You look at the travel industry, the hospitality industry. I work in the hospitality industry. Folks got to be followed. Folks got to be laid off. Look at a video of what's going on in MGM Grand in Las Vegas. So it's just going to be terrible for a lot of people. And there's no amount of relief that Esau can provide, man. The Most High is not interested in so-called relief. The Most High is interested in freedom for his people. All right? And those that look out of the windows be darkened. So all these financial forecasters and economists, they're not going to have any answer, right? Because the Most High has really put them into a state of depression. You got more garbage coming out of the news than what's useful. All right. Then verse 4 says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets," meaning businesses shall shut down. All right. Whether the goods are gonna run off the shelves or whatever, the business is gonna shut down because they can't pay their lease and all that stuff, loss of power and all that. When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up by the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So all that entertainment, whether it's in sports, whether it's in musical concerts or at the opera or watching the movies and all that stuff is going down. Okay, it's going down. All right. In the long term over here in Babylon, we'll say long term, it's gonna go down anyway because folks are gonna be more concerned with other things than watching a freaking basketball game or going to a dumbass concert. Yeah, because folks understand, that they need to survive. They gotta eat. They were looking at the bank accounts and they were looking at that, ticket for the NFL season opener or whatever I call it, the preseason. So folks are gonna start cutting back, man. And then another precept is gonna be from the book of Zephaniah chapter 1, verses 9 and 10. It says, "In the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit." All right, so the Messiah is coming back for judgment. The Messiah is going to repay, you know, you know, double for all the evil that has been taking place, for the transgression of his laws and the oppression of his people, especially the elect. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. All right, and your stock market is going to experience a lot of stress, unbearable stress. Folks are going to start withdrawing their money at an alarming rate out of all this stock market, all these shares and bonds and all that stuff. Folks are going to start liquidating. Then it says in verse 12, verse 11, "How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off." So the economy is going to go into what you call a so-called twilight zone, man. you know, but it's that bitter pill you gotta swallow. You have to accept that the Lord thereby Shema Shai is destroying this place. You're gonna see the trial run, and then you're gonna see the actual destruction. Okay, so this is another precept. It's gonna be from the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6. All right, verses 22, and it says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and full storehouses shall be found empty." And that's exactly what you see. So all this, leave policies and vacation, all that stuff, it's not going to help in the long run, because these people are tired of being oppressed, so they're going to lash out. They'll be looking out for their so-called governors and senators and congressmen and congresswomen, sheriffs and police officers, district attorneys, and judges. They're gonna be looking out for these people, man. Folks that really made their lives, unbearable. Yeah, so it's gonna be messed up, man. You know, just on my way, on my way home, on my way to work, you just can't, drive in peace, man. There's always some road rage that gotta happen. You can't maintain your lane all day and get home peacefully. Someone's gotta jump in front of you. So it just show you these people out here are frustrated. These demons are just jumping on people. Just pray, Lord, there by Shema Shai, gets us out of here, because this place don't have that much left in the tank anyway. So you just gotta hold on. Another precept here, so Isaiah chapter 19, 14, all the way to 16. It tells you that for the Lord had mingled the perverse spirit in the midst thereof. All right, so all that doctrine of minimum wage and all living wage and all that stuff, it's not going to help. The so-called America's economic policy is terrible. The tax code is terrible. The educational system is terrible. The elites design it to oppress the people. All right, you have people's house being busted down by the IRS, by the ATF, by SWAT teams for irrelevant stuff. All right, so it just lets you know that this society gotta go down. The so-called idea of the prison industrial complex, the Messiah is gonna, turn that on their heads in the kingdom. All right, so don't be surprised when you see the elites, the billionaires and the trillionaires in this world, picking cut in the kingdom, and the elites know it. Okay, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. All right, so these people don't know what they're gonna do, man. Everywhere they turn to, it seems to be a roadblock. The government's playing games with them, with their emotions. Breaking news this, breaking news that. So what's the solution? Playing games with the people. But when it comes to helping the people out, All they do is lip service. They don't stand up. But when it comes to oppression, they're number one. They know how to blow down, people's homes, burn down buildings, shoot people in the back, kill people and all that stuff. That's what they're good at. But when it comes to helping the people, they're never swift. All right. Then it says, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right. Then 15 says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail branch or rush may do. All right. And you're gonna see a lot of sad faces, people crying. Okay, folks can't even hold it together because the banks have given up the ghost. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord. That's about what? Alright? Which he shaken over it. So the Lord is gonna, tear this place down, and the elect's not really looking for relief in Babylon, man. We just need to be freed out of the clutches of Esau, because Esau don't want to let go. He's tired. He's tired of seeing the man of the Lord out there preaching the gospel. So he wants to make his move. So he's gonna do whatever he can to come after the man of the Lord, to come after our people. All right. And this is John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And that's exactly what the ICAM on the highways and byways are striving for. All right. It's not as if we're going out there, with a key in our hand, uncuffing people and all that stuff. Paying people's bills, paying people's car note. That's not really what it is. It's about telling people the gospel of the Lord there by Shema Shai and what the Lord there by Shema Shai plans to do. All right, that's exactly what pisses off all these elites, man. The folks that control your congressmen, your governors, your police chiefs and sheriffs. The folks that are at the top. All right, so they're angry, they're pissed off. So they're gonna have all types of false flags, going on. Folks, all these so-called officials that want to go against them, give them the corona. Also, a reminder, to stay in line, or to tighten up and go along with the program. So it's a beautiful thing, man. The Lord Shema is gonna get our people out of here, so you don't have to worry. Don't worry about your life. The Lord Shema has got you. All right. Then the final precept, this is Jeremiah chapter 49. I'm going to read verse 11. It says, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. All right. And that's exactly what we need to do. Trust in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Because our nation is broken up, man. You see the level of orphans, children stuck in the, in the foster care system. People stuck in jail and they can't really get out because the Esau's system wants to make money off our people by holding them captive. Even when you're innocent, they don't want to expunge your records. They play that type of game so that they could hold your head underwater. Someone just drowning you without you knowing it. So it's beautiful that Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has allowed His Holy Spirit to move around the world, and that I can waking up, and that we begin to realize that we need to free ourselves out of this system so we don't go down with it. So that was the point that I can, if you want to watch the whole video, you could just go to Democracy Now. All right, you see the title on the screen: Why all workers need paid sick leave. Yeah, we're not really looking for paid sick leave here in Babylon, man. We're looking for salvation from the Lord God by Shema Shai, by Shema Krakodash. So I can just stay humble, stay in the good fight, man. It's not, we're almost out of here, and You're going to see the downfall of your enemies. You're going to see how the Lord Hashem Shai will magnify His word and His name in your life. Shalom.